Hello everyone, this is one model of Sunteams 10 kW to 15 kW grid connected photovoltaic inverter series produced by KLNE. Today, we will demonstrate how to install and operate it. First of all, after you open the packing case, you will see an inverter, a warranty card, an installation manual, an accessory bag, and a mounting plate. Once you have opened the packing case, please check if the inverter was damaged during transportation. If yes, please contact your dealer immediately. Next, let me introduce the display screen on the inverter. There are 3 indicators on the screen: fault indicator, run indicator, and power indicator, and 4 keys on the right of the screen. They are up and down arrow keys, escape key, and OK key. On the bottom side is terminal board. The terminal on the very right side is the DC switch. The other 6 pairs of terminals are the positive DC input terminals and the negative DC input terminals with 2-string MPP trackers. Each string of the MPP tracker includes 3-string DC input terminals. These are the communication ports, including RS485 and RS232. The RS232 ports are used to update the inverter's program and monitor the inverter's running status. When not in use, please cover them like this to protect them. Through the RS485 ports, several inverters can be connected and monitored simultaneously. When not in use, please tighten up the sealing cap. The terminal on the left is the AC terminal. It can realize 3-phase and 5-string output. Its output voltage reaches 400 volts. Next, let me introduce the accessories to you. This is the external AC terminal with plug pull design. On the opening of the port, there are some numbers. Check the numbers and plug the AC terminal into the port corresponding to the numbers. These are the expansion rubber stoppers used in the installation. There are 7 holes on the mounting plate. First, mark the holes on the wall and drill 7 40 mm to 45 mm deep small holes with an 8 mm wide electric drill. Insert the expansion rubber stoppers into the holes through the mounting plate. Then, insert the 7 mounting screws into the corresponding 7 gaskets and screw them into the rubber stoppers in the wall. In this way, the mounting plate can be fixed on the wall. Then, hold up the inverter, insert the protruding parts of the mounting plate into the rectangular notches on the back of the inverter, and make sure the bottom of the inverter is on the bottom of the mounting plate. Screw it tightly and the installation is done. These are the 2 RS485 external terminals and sealing plugs. When there is any DC terminal not in use, please cover it with a sealing plug to prevent vapor from entering it, because once vapor enters, the inverter's service life will be shortened. Before starting up the inverter, we will introduce the color of the wires in the external AC terminal. The yellow wire is phase L1. It is called phase A or phase R. The green wire is phase L2. It is called phase B or phase S2. The red wire is phase L3 or is called phase C or phase T. The blue wire is null wire or neutral wire. The bluish-green wire is earth wire. Plug the terminal into the port correspondingly and screw it tightly. Next, we will connect the DC wire to the DC port and the AC wire to the AC port. The power indicator will be on after the inverter is electrified. If the run indicator is on, it means the inverter is running normally. We can see several groups of data are shown on the screen. The number in the power column is the present output power, and the 1.8 kilowatt-hour in the today column is today's generated power. The 43 kilowatt-hour in the total column is the inverter's total generated power. Next, click on the OK key and 4 options, View, Setting, History, and Info, appear on the screen. Click the OK key to choose View mode. The AC voltage, AC current, and AC frequency of phase A, B, and C will appear on the screen. T stands for inverter's real-time temperature. 01/02 on the top left corner means that the present page is page 1. Click on the down arrow key to read the next page. The second page displays the DC voltage and DC current of PV1 module and PV2 module. V underline bus on the bottom stands for present bus voltage, and V underline DIF stands for difference value between DC voltages. Now, let's click on the Escape key. Turn back to the option screen. Choose the Setting option and click on OK. On the screen will appear 5 options: Clock, Language, CON, Parameter, and Limit. You can choose Clock to set the time. Click on the Language key to set the language. 3 languages are available: Chinese, English, and German. Click on CON to check the communication address of the inverter. If only one inverter is connected, there's no need to set the communication address. If more than one inverter is connected, each inverter's communication address needs to be set differently from others. The parameter option cannot be opened unless the passkey is input correctly. For ordinary users, there's no need to check it. Click on the Limit key and you can set the limit for each parameter according to local grid connection standard. After the above configuration is done, click on OK and the prompt will tell you that the configuration is done. Let's turn back to option screen and click on the History key. On the screen, display 50 pieces of historical fault information at most. If there are more than 50 pieces, the earliest information will be removed. Turn back to option screen and click on the Info key. We can see the hardware and software versions of this inverter. When fault appears, the fault indicator is on, the run indicator is off, and the power indicator stays normal. Meantime, the prompt about the fault type appears on the lower left corner of the screen. You can find the failure cause from the installation manual and complete troubleshooting. Thanks for watching the installation video of the KLNE photovoltaic inverter series Sunteams 10 kW to 15 kW. To avoid misoperation, please read the installation manual carefully before installing the inverter. Operate it accordingly and pay special attention to matters needing attention in the installation manual.